welcome to One of a Kind Reviews. I am Dale.
And I am Paul.
And this is last week, number 7.
If you mess with me, you got no chance. No chance in hell, you got no chance.
Alright, so starting off the week with Raw, we had Brock Lesnar open the show with Paul Heyman.
Yep, they did the typical 15-minute promo that you always see at the start of Raw.
Especially from those two.
Yep, and for once it wasn't a waste of time.
Not that Paul Heyman on a mic is ever a waste of time.
It's never a waste of time, but...
But, so basically they kind of were trying to punk out Ambrose a little bit, like, he wouldn't come out here and face off with Brock Lesnar. And at the drop of a hat, Ambrose did exactly that.
Yep, just came out and stood face to face with the Beast.
And was just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I'll fight
Take me to Suplex City.
Which was good to see. Good to see he's got a bit of that John Moxley going on.
Yes, which is good, because, I mean, that was him.
Exactly.
So, and showing some courage against the Beast and actually not looking like, the weak of the three in the match.
It's actually making Roman Reigns look pretty weak.
Yeah, I know.
Roman Reigns doesn't have the balls to do that.
No, he's just like, I've faced him before, I don't need to do that shit. I know what he's capable of. But, yeah, so that was a very good segment to start Raw. Another interesting thing that happened on Raw, maybe Miz TV.
Yeah, where we had Miz TV featuring...
Silly as it sounds.
Yeah, featuring AJ Styles, which essentially was just Miz trying to interview Styles, but just interrupting him every time he went to go answer a question.
Yeah, and kind of saying that he couldn't make it in the WWE without Miz's influence.
Which is a bit ridiculous.
A bit stupid. He's here already.
Yeah, exactly.
He's won more championships than you will ever even see Miz.
Just because you main event a WrestleMania that everyone forgot.
Well, he main evented like how many shows all across the world, AJ Styles?
Millions upon millions.
That's probably not exaggeration. Literally millions.
Yeah.
Literally millions.
Pretty much. But yeah, to go through some of the results that we had on Raw, we had Kalisto against Rusev, where we saw Kalisto get a count-out victory. Which, I mean...
Good for him.
Yeah, can't complain. He beat Rusev.
Rusev. Yes. We had Brie Bella beating Charlotte for...
Yeah. God knows
some reason. Yeah.
Can someone please explain to us why that happened? Because we're lost for words on that.
Is it just because, like, Nikki got hurt?
And, yeah, does Creative see the Bellas as interchangeable?
I suppose. I mean, like, they're not exactly identical anymore.
Yeah, no.
For very obvious reasons. But, yeah, so... Not sure where that's going, if anywhere.
Yep.
Let's hope it's not going anywhere.
We also had a Snore Fest, which saw Big Show take on Eric Rowan.
That's the main event caliber match right now.
Yeah, WrestleMania 33 main event confirmed.
The Wyatts were out in force this week. Without Bray and whatnot.
Yep.
But, yeah, so Big Show won that, so whoop-de-doo. And Titus O'Neil continued on his little streak of beating people that he really shouldn't be beating.
Yep.
Chalking up a win against Tyler Breeze.
To be honest, when this match started, I actually had to walk out of the room because I just knew what was going to happen and I didn't want to see it.
Yeah,
I didn't even actually see the match, but it turns out that, yeah, it did happen.
Is it just like he gets a push in Black History Month, or...?
I don't know.
Because, like, it's bad time.
Yeah, I swear they did it. I swear they did it to Mark Henry last year. So.
Yeah, they did.
So it's a big possibility.
It's just a racial thing. Don't worry. Another stupid decision we had was Dolph Ziggler got a win over Kevin Owens.
Yeah. Why?
Cleanly, too.
Yeah. For what purpose does this serve?
Well, it doesn't serve a purpose. Obviously, I mean, there's a little bit of a feud going on between the two, but, like, what does it achieve for Ziggler, really?
Absolutely nothing.
And it does so much to hurt Kevin Owens.
Yeah. I don't even want to talk about this anymore.
No, we'll move on. We won't talk about it.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yep, we saw Sasha Banks taking on Becky Lynch. Sasha also pretty much breaking up with Team Bad, telling him doesn't really need him.
Which she doesn't.
No.
Took a long ass time for that to happen.
Yeah, thank fuck it's happened already.
Thank God. And yeah, that was pretty much all to come out of Raw.
Yep.
Not a super exciting
Yeah, well, we had the
addition.
main event, which saw Amber Reigns taking on the New Day, which, I mean, I'm sure you guys know how that went.
Swimmingly. It went fantastically. But, yeah. I don't really care about that. We'll move on.
Yep.
Move to SmackDown?
Yep, on to SmackDown. We kicked off SmackDown with Roman Reigns taking on Rusev. That didn't last very long. Roman Reigns ended up winning by DQ after the rest of the nation got involved.
Pretty sure he just beat him, but...
No. Del Rio and Wade Barrett pulled him out of the ring and started attacking him.
Fair enough. Well, that's how much attention I pay to Roman Reigns matches. We had another somewhat questionable booking decision. I mean, didn't make him look completely horrible, but Kalisto defeated Kevin Owens.
Yep, at least he didn't defeat him clean. It was due to a Dolph Ziggler distraction.
Yes, after he powerbombed Kalisto into Dolph Ziggler.
Which was pretty freaking awesome, to be honest.
It was hilarious. And then he super kicked Dolph Ziggler, and Dolph Ziggler did the funniest sell ever.
Yep, Dolph Ziggler doing what he does best, selling.
Just draping himself over a barricade.
Yep.
Yeah.
And another absolutely killer match we saw on SmackDown. Ryback taking on Eric Rowan.
I think it's Ryberg.
Ryberg, my bad.
Yeah, that's not a very flattering choice of attire.
No. It's very much not.
I never thought I'd be encouraging you to go back to ripping off RVD, but...
Go back to ripping off RVD.
Do it, please.
Because that was highly disturbing.
Show us less. Yeah, Ryback beat Eric Rowan.
Yep. Yeah, and next up we actually had a pretty decent match between AJ Styles and The Miz.
Yeah, good on The Miz for actually putting on a decent match with AJ.
Yeah.
And taking several really, really hard hits to the face.
Yeah, which apparently one of them, we're not sure which one because there's about at least 3 different chances that it could have happened on where he not knocked the tooth out but broke one of Miz's teeth.
I definitely think that it was the springboard flying forearm.
I'm not sure. I feel like it might have been the spinning back fist though. You did see something white kind of fly out when he did that. It did look like he connected right in the jaw.
It kind of did look like there was a bit of a tooth on the ground after the fucking springboard flying forearm.
It did.
So that's what we mean. There's several points in the match where it could have happened and we're not sure which one it was. But well done, AJ. We like to see The Miz get hit in the face.
Yep, one thing I will mention actually is he debuted the Calf Killer, or as they call it now, the Calf Crusher.
Yeah.
Which, good move. Good move. Keep it up.
Can't say killer.
No.
Anyway, so we had the New Day beat the Social Outcasts.
Yeah.
Pretty entertaining New Day segment, again.
As per usual.
Pretty much. Then we had Charlotte beat Alicia Fox.
Yeah, nothing really special about that.
Yeah, and then Ambrains defeated Del Rio and Rusev of the League of Nations.
Yep, we did see a little bit of them teasing Ambrains splitting up with, at the start of the night, Ambrose came to help out after the League of Nations attacked Reigns, and he ended up hitting an elbow drop on Roman Reigns. And then during the tag main event, we saw Dean Ambrose go for a suicide dive pretty much into Roman Reigns, where Roman caught him.
I swear he wasn't even trying to disguise it.
No.
He was trying to hit Roman.
Yeah, without a doubt.
He was not even trying to make it subtle. But, because seriously, if 2 guys are holding one guy and you jump in the middle of those 2 guys, you're probably going to hit the guy that they're holding.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Yeah. So,
and that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. So, well done, Dean. Great aim. Great aim. As long as that was, what you were trying to do. And, yeah, so that pretty much wrapped up the week of programming.
Yep. So, as for the overall rating of the week, what would you give this week, Paul?
I think I'm going to give this week a D. There was really nothing exciting to come out of it. Apart from Ambrose looking like a badass on Monday.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that.
it.
It was a pretty lackluster week of programming from WWE's.
To say the least. To say the least.
Yeah.
So on to our MVP of the week. So who are you going with, Dale?
I'm going to have to go with Kalisto on this one. He got 2 victories over the week, so I mean, no one else did that.
Yeah.
Actually, I lie, Ambrains did that, but I'm not going to pick them.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Kalisto was more impressive anyway.
Well, anyway, so I'm going to go with Dean Ambrose for my MVP of the week. Obviously, he got a win in tag match on Raw and a tag match on SmackDown, and he looked like an absolute badass against Brock Lesnar.
Yep.
Just fucking got in his face and didn't give a shit that it was Brock Lesnar.
So, as for Jobber of the Week, we both have the same choice for this one. We're going to have to pick Eric Rowan.
Yes, because he lost in two of the most boring, horrible matches. Yeah.
Yeah.
Boring, horrible matches.
Match of the Week?
Which brings us on to that.
Yeah.
So, match of the week, AJ Styles versus The Miz on SmackDown.
Yep.
It's actually surprisingly good.
Yeah, it was a surprisingly decent match, and I mean, The Miz got his tooth destroyed, so that's always funny to see.
And then on to those horrible, boring matches.
Oh, well. So, for the first time ever, we have a tie for the Piss Break of the Week match.
We literally could not decide which one was worse. Was it Eric Rowan versus The Big Show on Raw, or was it Eric Rowan versus Ryback on SmackDown?
We legitimately don't know, because they're about as horrible as each other.
They were both as horrible as each other, and I just don't know.
I don't know.
I can't make a choice.
If you guys have a pretty obvious piss break of the week, if you have an opinion on which one's worse, then let us know, because we really need to know.
Yeah, we kind of need to like flip a coin or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, well, we'll just shame them both, because they deserve it.
Yep.
Anyway, so that was the whole week of programming, and that's the whole fucking show, guys. So like, share, subscribe, leave a comment on what you thought of this week, and we will see you next time for some more one-of-a-kind reviews.
Have a nice day.